everyone, I am Teresa, and the last chapter I read you of Amelia Bedelia digs in. Book 12 was chapter 8. So today I read you chapter 9, which is called The Whole Truth. The dining room table was set with 8 places, and Aunt Mary was lighting the candles when Amelia, Bedelia, and Alice walked in with their yummy smelling platters. "Oh, I don't know, girls," said Aunt Mary. "Should we eat in or out?" "Eat out," said Amelia Bedelia. "We have all this food and you want to go to a restaurant?" This is like a treasure map, and these are 2 lit candles. "I mean, inside or outside our house," said Mary. "I vote for out," said Amelia Bedelia's mother. "We can enjoy the sunset." "We're eating in but out," said Mary. "In, out." "I don't care as long as we eat," said Amelia Bedelia. "I'm hungry." Alice and Amelia Bedelia took everything from the dining room table and reset the picnic table on the patio. Pearl brought out her salad and dressing, and Aunt Mary and Amelia Bedelia's mother brought out the side dishes and platters, just as Amelia Bedelia's father, Bob, and Jason arrived with the roasted corn. This is a waiter, and this is Amelia Bedelia, Pearl, Alice, Amelia Bedelia's mother, Aunt Mary, setting up the dinner table, and Bob, Amelia Bedelia's father, and Jason are arriving. There was so much food that Bob set up a smaller table to hold it all, buffet style. Amelia Bedelia's mother closed her eyes, inhaling the delicious aroma. "Something smells terrific," she said, opening her eyes. "That would be me," said Amelia Bedelia's father. "Like my new clogan." "You smell like a smoky campfire," said Amelia Bedelia. "That's the price you pay for hanging around a girl for hours," said Amelia Bedelia's mother. "Amen," said Amelia Bedelia's father. "Yippee," said Amelia Bedelia. "That's the shortest grace I've ever heard. Let's eat." "That, amen, wasn't our grace," said Aunt Mary. "Your dad was just agreeing with your mom." "Let's say the grace we learned at camp," said Alice. They all joined hands around the table. "Now think of something or someone that you are grateful for," said Alice. "When you are finished, you squeeze the hands of the people on either side of you." This is Amelia Bedelia's mother, Amelia Bedelia's father, and Amelia Bedelia. This is Amelia Bedelia saying yippee, and this is a word that says amen. "That means grace is over," said Amelia Bedelia. "Then everyone drops their hands," said Alice. They gave it a try. Everyone loved it. "I'm thankful you came up with a quick grace," said Jason. "Let's eat," said Mary. "Dig in." Everyone happily did just that. After a few minutes of serious eating, Mary added, "And for dessert, we're featuring blackberry cobbler." "Yum," said Pearl. "Alice, you're going to love Mary's famous blackberry cobbler." "Oh no, blackberry," said Mary, shaking her head, her hand on her cheeks. "Why do I always do this?" "Do what?" "Make a fabulous blackberry cobbler," said Bob. "You can't help it. You're talented," said Amelia Bedelia's father. "I forgot my signature final touch," said Mary. "The whipped cream is right here," said Jason, dipping his finger into the bowl for a taste. This is everyone doing the grace. These are blackberries. This is a blackberry cobbler and a bowl of whipped cream. "So what's wrong, Mary?" said Amelia Bedelia's mother. I gathered a basket full of fresh blackberries today, said Mary. You forgot the scratches to prove it, said Bob. And I always tell myself, save the biggest and plumpest berries to put on top of each piece for decoration, said Mary. But I always wind up using them all in the cobbler. Everyone was looking at one another and at Mary. That's it? That's what's wrong, said Amelia Bedelia's father. I was afraid that a crab had crawled into the cobbler and was going to nibble at our noses. Even Mary laughed at the thought of that. Standing up, she said, I'll be back in a sec with more blackberries. Hold on, honey, said Bob. You don't need more scratches. Let one of the kids go. I'll get them, Aunt Mary, said Amelia Bedelia. You just want to get out of clearing the table, said Jason. Shh, said Amelia Bedelia, raising her finger to her lips. Thank you, sweetie, said Amelia Bedelia's mother, handing her a basket. Alice, Jason, and Pearl, you help me. Let's get the kitchen ship-shape so we can all enjoy dessert and this beautiful evening. This is a basket of blackberries. This is a blackberry. This is Amelia Bedelia's father at the table. This is a crab. This is Mary with her hands on her cheeks. This is Bob. This is Amelia Bedelia and Jason. And Amelia Bedelia is telling him to quiet down, and she's also putting her finger over her mouth and saying, shh, which is what that word says. The sun was just starting to set. Pink, orange, and red rays of light made a glowing path to the berry patch. It was way too pretty for Amelia Bedelia to be scared of pirates. She ducked down away from the thorns and entered the magical circle of berries. Even late in the season, hundreds were still hanging there, plump and ripe. Amelia Bedelia began picking them as fast as she could. The glossy blackberries reflected the sunset, looking like thousands of beady eyes. Glowing pink and orange and red. Amelia Bedelia was determined not to let her imagination spook her. So what if this was a pirate stomping ground? She told herself. That was hundreds of years ago. She could stomp here too. Amelia Bedelia stomped her feet with each berry she picked. 1 stomp, 2 stomp. The ground she was stomping on was way too soft and sandy to make a sound. She kept picking and stomping. 7 stomp, 8 stomp, 9 crack. Amelia Bedelia stopped. What was that? She turned around. She called out, Alice, is that you? Silence. There's Amelia Bedelia running off with the basket to go to the blackberry field. This is her at a bush. This is blackberries. More blackberries. This is the word that says stomp, and this is one that says crack. This is Amelia Bedelia turning around, and these are numbers that are 7, 8, 9. Weird. Amelia Bedelia shivered, then shrugged and kept picking berries. 10, stomp. 11, stomp. Crack. There it was again, this time right under Amelia Bedelia's feet. She looked out. She saw sand disappearing beneath her, swirling. It was like someone had pulled out the stopper of a bathtub full of sand. She was watching it disappearing down the drain. Amelia Bedelia froze. The trickle of sand was going faster and faster. Her feet were sinking farther down. The sand was over her ankles, then up her calves, then above her knees. Something was sucking her down a sand drain. She gripped the handle of her basket tighter and hoped that this was not happening to her. Just as she was opening her mouth to holler for help, there came the loudest crack of all. Then Amelia Bedelia was plummeting feet first into Blackberry Island. These are eyes in the bush. These are numbers that say 10, 11, and this is Amelia Bedelia with her feet sinking in the sand. This is her basket, and this is her down in the hole. Okay, bye everyone. Read you chapter 10 next time.